Poor anti-fraud controls are associated with at least a 50% reduction in both fraud loss and duration, according to Occupational Fraud 2024, a report to the nations, published by the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, ACFE. They are financial statement audits, reporting hotlines, surprise audits, and proactive data analysis. However, the ACFE study also found that two of these, surprise audits and proactive data analysis, are among the least commonly implemented controls. Here's how your organization might benefit from conducting periodic surprise audits. Business owners and managers often dismiss the need for surprise audits, mistakenly assuming their annual financial statement audits provide sufficient coverage to detect and deter fraud among their employees. But financial statement audits shouldn't be relied upon as an organization's primary anti-fraud mechanism. A surprise audit closely examines the company's internal controls intended to prevent and detect fraud. Such audits aim to identify weaknesses that could make assets vulnerable and determine whether anyone has exploited those weaknesses. Auditors usually focus on high-risk areas such as cash, inventory, receivables, and sales. They show up unexpectedly, often when owners suspect foul play or randomly as part of the company's anti-fraud policies. Unlike annual financial statement audits, surprise audits may follow a different process or schedule. The element of surprise is critical because most fraud perpetrators are constantly on guard. Announcing an audit or following predictable procedures gives wrongdoers time to cover their tracks by altering records or hiding evidence. The 2024 ACFE study demonstrates the primary advantages of surprise audits: lower financial losses and reduced duration of schemes. The median loss for organizations that conduct surprise audits is $75,000, compared to $200,000 for those that don't, a 63% difference. Fraud schemes in organizations that conduct surprise audits typically last only 9 months, compared to 18 months for those that don't. Surprise audits also have a strong deterrent effect. Companies should state in their fraud policies that random tests will be conducted to ensure internal controls aren't being circumvented. If this doesn't deter thieves, seeing co-workers caught in surprise audits might. Despite these benefits, the 2024 ACFE study found that less than half, 42%, of victim organizations reported performing surprise audits. Only 17% of companies with fewer than 100 employees have implemented this anti-fraud control, compared to 49% of those with 100 or more employees. Your organization can't afford to be lax in its anti-fraud controls. The ACFE estimates that occupational fraud costs the typical organization 5% of its revenue annually, with the median loss caused by fraud at $145,000. If your organization doesn't already conduct surprise audits, contact us to discuss how they can be used to fortify its defenses against occupational theft and financial misstatement.